there is a ring
Yeah.
on your finger. We've gone through childhood. We've gone through your previous relationships and going through the mud to get to congratulations. You're engaged. Yes.
Thanks.
I am
You're
like,
fucking married.
I know.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
I have to get all the tea from you.
No, I
The
have to
wedding
tell you
planning
everything.
tea.
It's insane, and it still feels weird to say, like, I have a husband.
I
Like,
love
what is
that.
happening? You're a fiance.
I know.
This is exciting. How did the proposal happen? Can you tell
really
me?
Sweet.
Tell me.
So he proposed in Barcelona.
Oh,
It's kind of like where we first started hanging out. So it's like really special to us because we had this like kind of this like these few days where we were hanging out a bunch, and it was very like not, I wasn't sure that I was ready, and
Okay.
so it was kind of like, but I was also kind of like, you're literally the like most amazing, like smartest, hottest, nicest person I've ever met in my life. So also like, please don't go anywhere.
Right.
I'm trying to figure it out. Like, you know what I mean?
Stay here. Just like give me a little bit of time.
Yeah. And so he proposed in Barcelona. It was really sweet. And immediately afterwards left to go shoot a show for like 6 months in Canada. And I was like, okay, bye.
Stop.
Yeah, so we haven't really had like the chance to be like engaged.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he's coming home, and just in time for me to go start like all the album promo or whatever. And I think we're gonna get to have like our time then. But I never wanted to be married.
Interesting.
Never.
What changed?
Avon. Yeah. I don't know. I never thought that I would ever want to be married, and then like I just knew I wanted to marry him, and I couldn't explain why, because I would deconstruct marriage like from such a logical perspective beforehand. Like I was so like practical, survival, like like fiscal, like about it, like the way that I always broke down marriage, and like I couldn't really understand the point of marrying just from like an emotional point of view. It was like, well, if you love each other, then just be together. Why do you have to get married?
Yes.
I didn't understand it, and then I don't know, it was just something with him where I just knew I wanted to marry him, and like I can't even explain why. You know what I mean? Because I love him in such a way that I feel like we would be just as fine if we didn't. But something about that makes me want to do it more.
I relate a lot to what you're saying, because I was very vocal. Like even when I met Matt, I was like, I don't want to get married. I never want to get married. Like I thought it would threaten my independence. I felt the same way. Like, why do we need a piece of paper? And then I just like knew he was the person if I was going to do it. And I think that's so beautiful that it was just like something within you is like, I know this is right.
Yeah, I just knew.
And that's like, I mean, how did you guys meet?
We met kind of just like floating around. He was like floating around Europe, and so was I. We were both doing like some like fashion week stuff, and some like I was playing some festivals, and like we'd been like aware of each other. Like we followed each other on Instagram, you know what I mean? But it was like, and we neither of us can really remember if we had like met in passing before that. I think I would remember, so I don't think we have.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Sense.
But I always had like a weird feeling about him, and then I got pregnant, and I was with my son's father, and then like I didn't have any feelings about anyone because I was like super committed to like making my family work, and like this new life as like a mom with like my son, and so like I wasn't really thinking about any of that kind of stuff. And then I became a single mom, and I was like, I am never dating anyone ever again. And it's going to be, I had so much to figure out. I was like, it's just me and my son. And like, and I was also really sick. I was really sick in like a life-changing way. I was like not thinking about dating at all. Yeah. And so then we met up for a drink one night. And I just remember walking into this bar, this like hotel bar, and he was just like sitting in this like little beer garden at the hotel. And I like walked in and I saw him, and the only way I can explain it is like, in like a vampire movie when the vampire like glamours you, like they do that thing that makes you like, yes, whatever. Like it felt like that was happening to me. Like I walked in and I was like, hey, and he was like, hi, and I was like, hi. okay.
He Edward Cullen'd you.
No, he straight up like mind tricked me, like, and he wasn't doing it on purpose. He just is very charming. Right, you know what I mean?
I
like,
love you.
Yeah, and I was just like, whoa. There was just like this warmth and this like light just like emanating off of him. It was so compelling. It was so alluring. I just like sitting at the table, just wanted to like lean over the table, sit closer to him. Like I was so just like drawn to him. Like I don't know how to explain it. It was different than like when you meet someone and you're like, I could see this working, and I'm like planning in my head and I'm like doing the calculation of like how this would work out, and like, okay, you're like that and I'm like this and this would be good. It was just like, I was like, whoa. I was head empty. I was not head full of I'm gonna get him math. I was head empty. I was just like, hi.
Hi Daddy Gang, thank you so much for watching this video. Keep in mind that was just a little clip from the episode. If you want to watch the entire full video episode, it is linked below. It's the first thing in the description. Go watch it. It's a great episode. Love you all. I will see you next Wednesday.